Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War stream. So of course today we are going to be continuing the Vault grind. Don't forget this weekend of course is the Vault event. Great time to go farm pretty much anywhere, particularly places like PvP, Arena, Challenges, Quest Lines, and Explore are the main things that you want to be doing this week, as you'll be able to gain a lot of additional resources this weekend for next 1 day and 15 hours through doing any of those methods. Of course, we will personally be in Explore, trying to get ourselves more Nyshas. We have gotten quite a few, 3 yesterday, which brings us to 2 whole medals of Nysha, and we currently need 7 more until we are completely done with all of our global medals. And then we'll be able to set every single combination of global medals that currently exist. So it'll be really interesting to see once we finally get to that point, as that will be able to be used for quite a few things. Additional 12 magic, of course, of all the stats, magic being the most useful one. And there are many instances, particularly with 50% mana start teams, where it would be beneficial to go for the 12 mana bonus rather than the 20% mana start with 8 magic bonus. That's still decent for now, but we'll be able to get it even better, hopefully, by the end of this weekend. Not sure if we'll be able to get them all by this weekend. I feel like we probably won't, but who knows? Hopefully we'll get lucky enough. Of course, we're still using the Arskea method. Hopefully we'll get a bunch of gnomes while doing so. So far, I think we're only at 2 Volkies, if I'm not mistaken, getting really close to the 100 Volkey goal as well. We're just hoarding those in case they ever rebalance those, or make it a little bit easier to get some of the side troops. Also, what is that on my screen? I have no clue. Whatever it is, it's off. Though it might have been from when I was sneezing earlier. I just took a shower before I started to stream, and then I started sneezing because it cleared my my sinuses, and yeah, now I feel not exactly sick, but my nose is still all sniffly and everything from it. But yeah, hello everyone. Hope all of you have been having a good weekend so far. Hello Mehmet. Hello Frag Hunter. Hello, Xerxes. Hello, Elite Gaming, and hello, Vladimir. Welcome, everyone. Can you say anything good about the upcoming new class? I actually haven't looked at it yet, as far as what the new class is. I'm trying to think of which one it was by memory, because I know I've looked at it. I just forget what it is off the top of my head. Yeah, that's actually next week, isn't it? Let me go double check. Let's see. I have the link in the description. I don't have it up right now, but let me go into my own description in my thing. Go over here, copy this whole thing, put that into the URL, put that there. Go to the main page of it. Classes. Let's see, Drak Zoom class. So it's going to be a dwarf for Drak Zoom. We already have a dwarf. However, dwarves can start with 50% mana if you end up putting the other troop onto your team. As far as what it does, for its weapon, it deals magic plus 6 damage to an enemy. And if the enemy is bleeding, deal double damage. There's a 20% chance to slay them, boosted by Doom Skulls at a 2 times boost ratio. I assume 2 per Doom Skull when it says 2 times boost ratio. So if there's 10 Doom Skulls on the board, that'd be a 30% total instant kill chance. Other than that, it has War Tree, Death Tree, and Fire Tree. That could be okay because it has Fire into Death, which is Doom Skull spam into triple damage. And War also has Enrage. Also, I believe this is the, no, never mind. We already had that on Warrior class. Yeah, this is basically like an alternative version of Warrior class almost. Because it has the Fire Tree War combo, which is the same thing that Warrior has. However, Warrior does not have the capability of half mana starting, because Titan is the half mana start for Giants. Whereas this Drak Zoom class actually will be able to half mana start using King, oh gosh, I forgot his name now. King, wow. King Stonehammer? No, what was his name? I completely forgot his name off the top of my head. King, wow. There are so many kings. Here, King Brown Red. Brown Red. Yeah, Brown Red. King Highforge. That's the name I'm looking for. But yeah, he can half mana start off with the All Dwarfs bonus off of that. But, yeah, what's his actual unique things? He becomes enraged when enemy dies. And as far as his unique thing, he inflicts bleed on all enemies when an enemy dies. that doesn't seem too viable. I guess that could be an okay way to get rid of barrier. That almost seems like it's going to be a positive thing, though, because people can easily counter that by just having a thing that uses uses an effect whenever they take HP. I don't know, the hero class doesn't seem too good. Though it does have more enrage than that of warrior, plus it can half mana start. So it might be a little bit more viable than warrior, but I don't think it's going to be like too up there. It's probably going to be like around mid tier. Because it's basically just warrior with slightly different mechanics. Is basically what that hero class is ultimately going to be. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Anyways, let's go back to the Urskea thing. Going to need to be here for a while, that's for sure. Oh, let me bring chat back up. Let's see. Hello, Elites Gaming! Let's see. Hello, Isabel! Welcome, welcome. Get our explosion for now. Get a Scorpius. Also, I didn't get that much sleep again. The lack of sleep yesterday chained in today. Because the nap made it so I didn't want to sleep at night. Sleeping schedule should probably be back to normal after Sunday. Luckily, the stream schedule didn't get affected. Oh, what do we grab here? Let's get that for now. Get that into a bunch of mana. We can then just go right into a Mountain Crusher. And then with the Mountain Crusher, we just get our double kills. Do another double kill. Can we get it again? No. So let's go for that on the top right. Get our explosions. And I might as well just take that for an extra turn and grab his double kill def. Okay. Grab that. Get our other thing there. And anyway, Scorpius. The only thing I don't really understand with that new upcoming class is why didn't they make it so he triple burned instead of triple bled? It makes so much sense if it was burn. Like whenever he kills an enemy, he burns all the rest of the enemies. That would make so much sense. But they didn't do it that way. He would actually be viable if he had his trait that he already has, which is Enrage every single time he gets a kill. Plus the fact that he has Enrage every single time you take an extra turn. And he also has triple damage on burning. If they would have simply made his final trait burn all enemies whenever you get a kill, instead of bleed all enemies whenever you get a kill, he would actually be viable. Like really, really viable. But because they didn't, he won't be. That would have made it absolutely amazing. Not the absolute best hero class in the game, but it would have made it really, really strong. Better well. Because then he would have 2 enrage options and 2 things that can function off of burning. And just have absurd skull damage. Probably one-shot everything at that point. You already kind of can. It's just you need to do burning through other means like an Infernus. It just seems a little bit too similar to Warlord. This is the only big problem with them. There's going to be barely any difference with how you use that compared to Warlord. Also, first gnome in a stream. Gonna drop us a vault key already. I'll give out a code at the first vault key or first Nysha. Whichever comes first. Yeah, that would have been amazing if it was just that one right there. Yeah, first vault key or first Nysha. We'll get that explosion for now. Get our other Scorpius. Yeah, let's go for the explosion. Get that in there. What else? What else? Grab herself a brown. Go for another splody. And I'll be right into our Scorpius. And then we'll be able to go from there. Oh yeah, Isabel. That reminds me. I ended up, before I went to bed last night, I ended up testing like the ranked multiplayer on Pokemon, Sword and Shield. And for whatever reason, they made it so the special Dynamax ones of the Pokemon aren't able to be used in the ranked. Like, you'd still use the Dynamax function, but you can't use, like, the G-Max troops there. So it was really, really annoying because every single thing I have upgraded is those. So first I couldn't use the Legends, which was, that one was kind of obvious. But then you couldn't use any of the G-Maxes, and now I'm like, okay, what do I even do now? Because I've been, like, upgrading all the things I can't even use for it, which is kind of funny. And for whatever reason, they don't have any reward for casual PvP in that game. They really should. Give like a really, really small amount. Not as much as they do for ranked, but they really should give some amount so that people who play casually could actually get some. Because the casual has no rule set. So, yeah, you can do whatever you want with it. But unfortunately, the ranked is like a extremely strict rule set. And you can't even use like some of the biggest functions in the game. I think the main reason why they locked all that, well, obviously the Legends, but I believe the main reason they locked the other kind of thing, the special Dynamaxing thing, is because they're so rare. But because we've been in Wild Zone so much, we've gotten a few of them. But I guess because the game was somewhat newer, they just locked it out. But yeah, that means next time we do that, probably on Tuesday. Oh, nice, and Anu. We're going to need to, yeah. Go farm a bunch of teams that can actually do real ranked battles. I've never really gotten into casual competitive Pokemon before. I feel like I'll be somewhat bad because everyone has had like many, many years of experience. Because I've never really tried playing it like to actually like win against people. I normally just played the base game and just kind of went from there whenever I played it in the past when I was younger. It'll be interesting to see how it pans out. I've been missing PvP since Gems of War doesn't have any in it. I might need to pick up some kind of PvP game soon. Well, obviously, we're still doing Pokemon and stuff like that. But, I don't know. From playing Gems of War so much, I am starting to slightly miss PvP aspects. Because AI in almost every game is pretty exploitable. But they're still fun to play against. It's just they're way more exploitable than people are. Yeah, I have to stream trying out that Black Ops game. We probably are going to have a month. Maybe like I don't even know when. But we should dedicate like a month or a week, or maybe just a week, to trying a bunch of games I've never played before like that. And similar other games. Would be interesting to see how it pans out. I'd probably be so bad at almost all of them. Yeah, just like a whole week where we play a different game every day. We'd still do Gems of War every day, though, too. But like an entire week where we try a different game every day for a whole week. And see how bad we are at every single one. That and I should maybe start doing indie games. I used to play indie games a lot. I kind of stopped like the last 2 years ago or so. But, I don't know. I really like cheap indie games. Like ones that only cost a few bucks just to see what people end up doing with them. Someone actually gifted me one the other day, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I think that's what it was. I just saw the title, and based on the title and everything, it definitely looked like some form of semi-roguelike kind of game. 1 Nysha token and 11 keys? Well, at least you have 11 keys, though I would prefer having the Nyshas. I'm currently at 2 Vault keys and 3 Nyshas. Yeah, I would gladly trade like 2 or 3 Vault keys per Nysha at this point. Children of Morta. Why does that sound familiar? Not sure if I've played it. Where's the stream counters? We don't have any on screen. Yeah, I do need to find something to do that space over there. All that extra space we have kind of doing nothing. It's like a gigantic black bar down there. Or more like a gray bar. It's not solid black. Ah, a bunch of junk. Oh, we got that for now. Oh, I've heard of Don't Starve. I've never actually played it, though. Oh, we can't drop that for an extra turn. If there was a red right there, we could. Let's explode it. Over 20 vault keys, no Mechanome. Ouch. I'm pretty sure I do have enough keys for a Mechanome if we were to try 4. I'm just not trying for it. We have 94 of them. What's a mech gnome? It's the most recent gnome that was added 2 patches ago. It drops various ingots. It's also the only gnome with impervious. Oh, so he almost got away. We'll go to kill that. We actually just killed him with pure skulls because it took so long to get extra turn there. Wasn't even trying to do it that way, but that was pretty convenient given that he was a gnome. So it ended up working out quite nicely. And now that I think about it, it's been a very long time since I've played an indie game. The most recent kind of like indie-like game that I've played is Crypto the Necrodancer and its sequel, the Cadence of Hyrule. Okay, we'll take the reds for now. Just get our guarantee poison that we need. And that should be full mana. Luckily the 2 does it, even if we did get off a board. I'll let him have the extra turn. He shouldn't do it too much with it. He'll take it quicker than us. It should be full mana. And it should be dead. Come on, let's see those Nyshas. 7 more, and then we can stop grinding for a while. Or at least not as much as we have been. Oh, we'd still be grinding it to some degree. It's never gonna stop until they add more methods. And if they don't, then we shall continue. Because we need that loot. Thank you for the heads up on the Pokemon capturing. You'll finish the base game first before I just spam wild area. Oh yeah, if you have any other questions about it, feel free to ask too. I answer Gems of War questions while streaming other games. I can answer other game questions while streaming Gems of War as well. But I'm starting to get a decent working knowledge of how Pokemon works. I never really looked into it because I haven't played it for so long. And any time that I played it in the past was when I was a kid. So I didn't really care about the meta. But now I do. But yeah, I'm currently slowly working towards full Pokédex on the game. Mostly because that'll make shiny hunting easier. It's actually possible to get shiny hunting down to a 5 in 12 chance with several factors. But unfortunately, one of those factors is getting the full Pokédex, which is ridiculously hard to do. I think some people probably already have it. The biggest issue is you need to communicate with a lot of people that have the other version of the game. That or literally play through 2 versions of the game and just get every single thing you need. I'm not looking forward to those new tasks. It's the most controversial thing they've done all year is those new guild tasks that are coming to Gems of War. Next patch. They're likely almost guaranteed going to be revamped to some degree. How so, we'll find out. But, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. I could make a guide video to Pokemon. I'm just not sure what I would really cover. I know it would cover, just I'm not sure how to really structure it. Oh, to grab here. Get a explosion there. Yeah, we can do that right into a mountain. Yeah, the new tasks are really bad as far as their overall payout because they have 0 gem value. Which is a problem. Because they cost so much gold, yet they have no gem value in them. And they're taken away from potentially doing legendary tasks. I know you were being sarcastic. That's what the ... dots were for. Good morning, Viper! Welcome! Glad you could join us. This wonderful morning. Actually, not too wonderful. It was raining earlier. Such a rather gloomy day. I'll grab that for now. Though, good day to be indoors and playing Gems of War. Actually, that's something I haven't had for a while. Hot chocolate. Now's the season anyways. Might as well. Any tips for Warren's Pure Faction? Luna, Bunny, Luna. The bunny that creates some yellows. You basically just spam Luna and hope you get lucky with her stats effects, and you just use the bunny for mana accumulation. And then you get a lot of explosions every single time you take a yellow. 3 explosions per yellow. And the bunny will help you create more yellow. Yeah, the Delve is somewhat luck-based because it depends what stats effects you constantly keep getting. Because, of course, Barrier and Death Mark are some of the more useful ones in that kind of situation. It's completely random which positive or negative ones you get for yourself or the enemy. Oh yeah, beating Gems of War takes a while. Depending on what you define as beating it. Depending on what definition you use, it could take about 1,000 hours. Though, depending on what other definition you're doing, it could take way more than that. It really just depends on what you consider beating the game. Problem here is that the weather's been fluctuating all over the place. And I feel like I'm starting to get slightly sick from it. At least I've been sniffly, if nothing else. Getting all troops to level 20 in Mythic. You could do that within about 500 to 2,000 hours, depending on a lot of factors. My Nintendo Switch account got 1/3 the way there in 2 months. Though it's the last little 1/3 that takes the longest. But we got the first 1/3 done. Nothing good there other than another medal. To go into our billion pile of Zeddicus. Oh, why'd I do that? Oh, I even missed out on extra turn fail. Mistakes were made. There we go. And down it goes. In my opinion, what is the best mythic? Iron Gut, if you're basing it on overall value. He's the best option in the entire game for delves. He's usable in PvP. Depending on the context, he's good for Guild Wars. You can use him for Tower of Doom. And you can use him for level 12 Explore. You can also use him for pet battles if you're still having trouble with pet battles. But he could potentially get 100% Devour rate. And after his first Devour, he will reach a 100% Devour rate in most game modes. Not to mention he has automatic extra turn. And with that Devour, he ends up gaining a lot of stats. That makes him pretty tanky. Will I be playing the beta this weekend? Yes. Likely tomorrow. I can't do it on stream, unfortunately. But I will be playing it. And messing around with everything. And giving feedback. And probably re-mentioning all the other billion bugs that are out there that they're not going to fix. All the really small ones. So many of them that I can't even remember the full list these days. Mentioned several of them in the previous stream. I am so used to all the click locations on screen. Also, I got a new mouse so I can click even better now. As I misclicked. Literally as I misclicked the button. And your turn, please. There you go. How has your streams been going since the new computer? Very well. We haven't dropped a single stream. And we've been doing it at 1080p. While also having to play back. So yeah, we got new internet, new computer, new lighting. Still need a little bit more lighting over there. Because the main issue with it not being right there, extra lighting, is that depending on how I have my hands, I could block out all the lighting. But I'll be getting several things over the next few weeks off of Amazon with all the Black Friday deals and everything. And Cyber Monday. I feel like they last like almost all of November. But yeah, I'm still looking for a few things for the channel. And still a few gifts I need to get for people. The mixer experiment we might be doing more into the future. However, my biggest thing with it currently is that all of the multi-streaming programs don't function how I want them to function. For the way that I normally set up the streams, it doesn't really work properly. It's just a really big hassle with it constantly having so many various issues. I just haven't been wanting to deal with it. How did I find this game? Some friend told me about it the week it launched. And I've been playing ever since. Oddly enough, he stopped playing after like a month or two. But I never stopped. Did I go full Razor for my equipment? No. I don't really care for some Razor equipment. Like, microphones from Razor are some of the worst microphones I've ever heard. The only thing I use from Razor is their mouse. That's just because they make really nice mice. How does the beta work? Do you use your account? Are you in a guild? Yes, you just use your main account. No progress is saved, but you just use your main account for it. Beta for what? For version 4.7 of Gems of War. That should be coming out midway through next month. Probably the second week of December, though no official date has been given. Oh, the people in the beta are just some of the people that they end up choosing. It's normally people that have been in the community for a while, as well as some translators and a couple other things. Or, you know, like people who have translation skills, like that know more than one language. But, yeah, I believe there's a few dozen of us. I'm not even sure how many there are these days. I believe it's somewhat hard to get into it now these days, though. Because they're not really taking any more members, I don't believe. Am I playing on beta? No, I'm not allowed to show the beta. Ooh, Treasure Gnome, please drop Volkey. Haven't gotten anything juicy yet this stream other than an Anu token. Which isn't excessively juicy, but still good. That'd be like getting a 4-gem key on him. It's not exactly what we want, but it's still good. Don't you dare escape. Oh, 3 Celestials. I do not need that. Tricking me with the orange border. Ooh, Glory Gnome. That's juicy. Even its worst drop is decent. And speaking of a 4 gem key drop, maybe we'll get our 1,000 glory drop, which is actually worth even more than that. 4 gem keys is worth 36 gems. 1,000 glory is worth 45 gems. Where's the glory drop? There it is. 1,000 glory. Nice. That's the best drop she has. Potentially even better than a Volkey, depending on how lucky or unlucky, or depending on how lucky the unlucky the Volkey is. Is there anything you are super pumped about, game-changing, with regards to Gems of War, that you can't mention that will be released in the next few months? Well, I don't know anything other than what's coming next patch and what they've said publicly. But it seems like they're adding some interesting things for 5.0. But 5.0 patch, while it was originally going to come, supposed to come like early next year, it seems like it's coming summer of next year. Depends when they end up pushing it out. It seems like it got delayed a bit. Another Anu. Well, that's basically the equivalent of getting 1,000 glory. In that it's not the exact best drop, but like an Anu or like a Nysha would be, but same equivalent. I even just made that comparison before we even got that drop. It's kind of funny that we actually got it. Well, at least we're doing good on Anus, if nothing else. And those are going to go straight into Yagwe to help us on Bounty Hunter days as well as Guild War days where we end up using it. As well as technically PvP if we want to run that team. Okay, can't get any value out of that. Let's go for a raid into Mountain then. And get our Scorpius to kill. Good. All the mana we need. Extra turn to go with it too. And then he just dies out off it. Ugh. Oh, we don't have extra turn drop there. Thought we did for a second. We really need extra turn. Come on. Cameron. There we go, finally. Let's see. Oh, it's actually green screening some. That's funny. Like right there. With enough lights on it. As I just realized, I never changed the background behind me this week. I'm still using the same one from last week. I'm gonna ask Salty about that this week once I get more codes for on Monday. To see if they have the files with the background thing. So I don't have to keep recording each individual one. Because it'd be way easier if I already had all those assets. Not sure if they have it layered like that though. Because I'm pretty sure it's two different things, the background and then the effect. I don't think they have a single file where they're both together. Well, it appears like that in the game. I don't think they have the a file set up like that. So you found a new game to start doing post-game? Well, I've been doing post-game in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And that's been pretty enjoyable. post next update in Gems of War? I'm not sure what you mean. A good thing that didn't really do much. Tangle on that's not gonna make any difference. Maybe if it was an Iron Gut, but that's not an Iron Gut. Oh yeah, I think people will stay after the next patch. They're likely going to be modifying in a way that's not going to be as bad. The beta for Gems of War is only on PC. There was one time they did it for PC and mobile when they were testing something for mobile. However, like every single beta since has been PC only. And the main reason for that is Steam has an easy way of doing it through its own interface as far as doing beta testing. So it's the only platform they normally test on as far as the beta test is concerned. Yeah, Dawnbringer has always been towards the very situational side. But yeah, Sunbird fell off very quick. It went from super viable prior to 4.6 to basically useless. It is still used occasionally as a wipe team. However, now with how medals are within the game, Rowain is substantially more damaged than Sunbird. To a point that if you have to choose only one troop, Sunbird or Rowain, 100% of the time you basically go with, almost 100% of the time you end up going with Rowain. Just because you can now 48 damage booster, whereas you can only do a 24 mana boost to Sunbird. Not to mention Sunbird lose that entirety of that boost once it dies, or you know, once it casts. However, Rowain does not lose that boost, assuming it doesn't take damage. Yeah, the entirety of this game has always been centered more so around the PC mobile version for the most part. Okay, we do not have our extra turn. We desperately need one. So much mana. Okay, good. We did get an extra turn now with that mess. Looks like off the top over there. All good. I don't know. I like the Switch version in the sense that I love that you could play it as a like a tablet while also playing it on the big screen. But I just hate that it's a year behind. If the Switch version was 100% up to date and cross-platform, I'd be playing on it like every single time we play Gems of War, or most of the time. But it's neither of those two things. It's like a year behind. And doesn't have cross-platform. Am I searching for something in Explore? Yes. I'm searching for Nysha tokens. We need 7 more in order to have 3 medals in Nysha, which give a total of 12 magic per battle for any battles that we choose to use that bonus. It's the only global token bonus combination that we're missing. I might make an updated video on them too once we finally get to that point. But I feel like that'll be in about a week or 2 from now because I'm not sure if I'll actually be able to get it done this weekend. That'd be ideal, but of course you can go on very long dry streaks. Such as this entire stream where we've gotten 0 so far. What Guild War day do you use Plague Lord weapon? What Plague Lord weapon? You mean Essence of Evil? I don't use it on any day. Offensively nor defensively. Are any versions cross-platform? Yes. PC mobile are cross-platform to each other. Yeah, my goal for the rest of this weekend is ideally at least 2 more Nysha. I'd ideally want to get all 7. But we've been getting overly lucky lately. So I'm not sure if we're really going to be able to get all 7. If we could do it at yesterday's pace, we could definitely get it all by this weekend. But yesterday's pace is definitely way above average of how many you should expect. It's possible we could go the entirety rest of this weekend with 0 more. Oh, we still don't have the extra turn. Tried for purple off the sky, didn't get it either. Nothing good for this board. Oh, whoops. Ah. I should have like a counter every single time I use what's his name? Use Scorpius incorrectly. Oh, you know what? That's actually something I could probably do pretty easily with a with that one stream thing. I need to look into that. Because I'm getting like some kind of large board. Oh, what is it called? Oh gosh, don't do that. But I forget what to even call it. But we're going to be able to do a lot more with the stream, hopefully, with it. Since we'll be able to code various commands to a bunch of different keys. Just need to figure out where I'll have enough room on my desk to put it. Because right now, I am like 0 room left. I guess right over there, I could end up doing it. Because I could reach it from here. It's like the only space I have left. Every other space is completely overtaken by equipment at this point. I used to like eat at this desk as well, but now with all the equipment around, there's no room. There's no room to eat here, which is probably a good thing. So I won't be able to get the new laptop messy. Keep it good for as long as possible. Nice and pristine. So still has that nice shimmer to it. Oh, so this is what the touchpad is for, by the way. using the touchpad of the keyboard right now. It's actually not that bad, especially if you're two-handing it. It's not too bad of a touchpad. It's a really wide one too. Yeah, this is all with touchpad right now. Interesting. That's actually a really decent touchpad. I'm not sure what a really good one even is these days, but this is way better than what I'm used to from a touchpad. Because I know the touchpad on my previous laptop is like horrible compared to this. It's actually really nice, gosh. Mouse is still better, obviously. This is insanely good for a touchpad. Or at least what I'm used to from touchpads. It's actually a lot of fun trying to use this touchpad. There's like a little mini game. Though I like have to actively think about it because it's so much weirder than using a mouse. Because I'm not used to moving this way. Hello, Linda. Welcome. Okay, let's see if we can get a whole set of battles done with a touchpad. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, I'm still in the process of getting holiday gifts. It's one of the things I've been looking at this weekend. Yeah, Thanksgiving should be nice. Not doing too much for it, though. I'm likely going to be seeing my dad and some other family members this New Year's. So it'll probably be about a week that I don't stream the within that area of time. Not sure exact date yet. Probably getting the tickets in a few weeks. Okay, let me stop using touchpad. That is a really cool touchpad, though. Back to the mouse. So I just realized the amount that the mouse moves is much more on this. I could actually go change my mouse. I might actually need to increase the range at which it goes a little bit. Because right now I have it to, I believe, 200 dots. But I probably should up it to like 200 or 2100 or something. It does seem like it doesn't go as much because it's me like making a full circle with that. Here's me making a full circle with this. With the mouse. Yeah, holiday shopping can be a little fun. What is considered a good drop from Vault Keys? 100 gems, 250 gems, 20 gem keys, 15 event keys, minor purple, minor blue, major purple, major blue. If you're all early on in the game, orange orb as well, major orange. And maybe even minor blue. It's because you still need those kind of things when you're early on in the game. Other than that, I think that's a good majority of them, as far as what his viable drops are. The best drop from him is actually a major purple or a major blue. Major purple is worth 675 gems, assuming you have all the guardian troops. And and assuming you have level 6 chests for your guild at the given moment in time. And a major blue, while it doesn't have any direct gem value, or it does have direct gem value in that it could save you some gems. But, I don't know, it really just depends how you end up valuing a major blue. It's theoretically worth more than 675 gems. That depends really how you end up using it. Because if you're just using it towards Duke off, it basically has no gem value. Another Anu. We've gotten 3 Anus this stream. And so many that we've gotten a badge of Anu. And so many that that badge of Anu became a medal of Anu. Meaning we now have 2 spare medal of Anu. Which means we could... No, just kidding. We can't do that. Because that doesn't give us any bonus. But what we can do is with those 2, we can go upgrade Yagwe. If we wanted to. So if we go over to Yagwe right now. Up, wrong keyboard. Fail. If we go over to Yagwe. We could do that. And give him 1 attack, 2 HP, and 1 magic. I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. We'll see. I'm going to hold off for now because we're not directly using a Yagwe. Let's see. Is our defend team even using Yagwe? It is tomorrow. Ah, should we? I guess we will. We already started it. Let's finish what we started. Goodbye, the traits, or the medals we already just got. Okay, let's go do Yagwe. It is time. There we go. Do we say yes to it? I guess so. It's gonna hurt. Oh! Rip. But there we go. Go, pure luck Cedric. Sacrifice our 30,000 souls. No, that would be worthless. Go, 33.33 chance, no. But, yeah, that's the ideal way of doing it, but obviously we don't waste it on that. Ah, there we go. He's now silver. A little bit more stats for him. Get him to gold eventually. Should probably do it with a Nysha, but we need 2 more Nishas before we could do that. One is for our global bonus, and then the next we could theoretically throw on him instead of a mythic. Not sure if we would, though. Do you hope they release Gems of War merch before Christmas? Not sure if they will be. I don't think they will. Probably have a lot of stuff that they're busy with. Is there any chance they're going to nerf Life and Death? You never know. As far as rebalance, we don't know until the patch actually comes out. For whatever reason, they never test the rebalance on beta. It always happens the day of. This is when we find out about it. Yeah, they didn't directly touch Life and Death at all. What they did was indirectly go for it by going for Orb Weaver. Orb Weaver wasn't even that broken. It was Life and Death that was making it bad. Yet they nerfed the wrong thing. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. That's something I never looked up. Has Warcraft 3 Reforged got an official release date yet? Or are they still in... They have no clue when stage? Warcraft 3 Reforged. Release date. Do we have a release date yet? 2019. Well, it's almost the end of 2019. Get on it. Gosh, that game is... That is such a game from my childhood. But, yeah, it came out in 2002. That game is 17 years old already. It's almost an adult. Let's see. We'll throw down a Scorpius. I can't believe they still don't have an official date. Because there's only 1 month left in 2019. Running out of time. Hello, George! Thank you! So far, it's been going decent. Not too many Vault keys, but been doing okay on tokens, if nothing else. Got 3 Anus this stream. No Nishas, though, unfortunately. We're handing out a redeem code on either next Nysha or next Vault key, whichever happens first. What do we grab here? I'll take a blue for now. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I still don't have a video editing program on this computer. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. What is that? What am I looking at right now? That's a token of Nysha and a token of Anu. That is a hefty chest right there. I think that's the best chest we've ever gotten overall value-wise. That is a really, really nice chest. And there's our badge of Nysha. And here's our redeem code. Let's see. There you guys go. Also, that's 5 Anus in an hour, by the way. That's a lot of Anus. But there's the code. Use it on gemsofwar.com. Read the game code section. Oops, why did the second paste not do the first part? Weird. But anyways, there's the thing. You just use it on gemsofwar.com. Read the game code section, or simply click that link. Your invite code is found in your settings menu, whatever your game says right over there. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters. And give same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Oh yeah, I already claimed it earlier. But yeah, 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. Same thing as always does. Well, let's keep getting more. Still need another 6. We averaged 1 per hour yesterday. If we could keep that up, we'll be on a pretty good track. Soul Gnome. Get a mountain down. Come on. Misclick 3 times in a row. Oh, we'll take the explosion in. Get Scorpius going. Oh, good. Always love to see an extra turn right on starting board. Makes his team way easier, as well as pretty much every team in existence. Getting an extra turn at start is always better than not getting extra turn for start. That's it for sure. We'll go for that. It's gonna manually take the man. No, I thought that'd be enough. Oops, forgot we're blocked on brown. Mistakes of matches went for yellow. It's not too big a deal. It's cost us 1 turn. Hello, Drock Savage. Welcome. Yep, no problem for the code, everyone. Yep, I'll just leave that for him. Oh, he didn't even go for it. Weird. That will be his demise. Okay, we'll get that for now. I'll get a Scorpius as soon as we get our extra turn. And let's do that into Leprechaun. Or we get all of our mana from Lucky Cascade. That works too. Anything good in the chest? Nope. We used up all of our luck already. Come on, need a little bit more luck. Gotta push 6 more Nyshas. Oh, good. Got that right off the bat. Right into the explosions. Overkill the mana to hopefully get Leprechaun. Good. And then we Leprechaun and get the kill, hopefully. Is that enough? Nope, not a big enough cascade. Close, though. And now he's dead. Yeah, well, all of you guys been doing pretty decent at the luck this weekend. Between the gnomes and if you're doing tokens. Still feel like ours is above average, but not complaining. Obviously we need the loot. And I didn't get to grind much the last month because I was away at the time. And now we have a decent amount more time to do so. Compared to what I was able to get in before. Immediate poison. Unfortunately, 1 mana short. Always hate that. What's also really annoying is whenever one of those weapons drains something like 2 or 3 mana from you. Right as you're about to cast, and then they just do a small mini drain. Which ruins the turn, so you have to go and take a whole nother turn just to go get mana. And then within that time, they somehow loop to go and drain you again. Right as you re-get full mana. Because it takes a whole turn to do so. It should be Leprechaun full mana, hopefully, or not. That's bad. That doesn't feed into him, does it? Nope. That's even worse. Actually, should have went for a mountain there. Well, now we'll just go for Leprechaun. And let's get the last little bit, and he'll be good. And then we kill it with Scorp. Oh no, he got the summon. What are you doing? Trying to survive. That's point. Let's kill. Let's go. Anything good in chest? Another token of Anu. Wow. We are just killing it on Anus today. It's just raining Anus. Also, don't type that. It'll be just like Anu Scepter. Because the spelling of it's rather funny. Okay, I'll take skull. We'll do mountain. And any dice to the other Scorpius. If anyone has any questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. Because now would be a great time. Because we have time to go over pretty much anything. As we'll just be grinding simultaneously anyways. As I explain whatever you guys have. I'll take that for now. Actually, you know what? We'll grab that. Why not? Oh, why did I take that? We could have gone full mana. Oh well. Just let him do his thing and then we just go right into double kill. So many arcane mountains. Almost at 1,000 of them actually. Not like we need that many, but we're getting there. Also, it seems we have 100% fixed the connection issue problems. Because we've gone almost a whole week now with no disconnects. Feels nice. Yeah, still not like 100% sure if I'll be keeping this laptop. At this point, I'm like 99% sure I will. It's pretty decent. Pretty pricey though, but I don't know. I love pretty much everything about it. Gosh, why am I so tired? Like 2 bad nights of sleep in a row. That does not stack well. But it definitely stacks. Okay, I'll take that. Get yourself a nodder. Okay, never mind. We don't have alignment. We'll go for that. Come on, extra turn. Yeah, it feels so good being able to talk and not worrying about it disconnecting midway through what I'm saying. It feels weird that that's a thing again. Can gnomes appear in Kingdom Challenges? Yes. Gnomes can appear in Kingdom Challenges. That's correct. Just like they used to be able to before, they still can. However, of course, they can only be done once, the challenges. And they do scale based on the challenge difficulty. So if you're fighting a challenge that has like 300 total durability, a gnome will also have around 300 total durability. Because they'll be just as strong as the challenge that's in. Hello, Ender. I'm not sure what you're asking. Nothing good in there. Good. First turn poison. Exactly what we need. Put a mountain in there. Scorpius follow-up. Ooh, we got ourselves a gnome. We have the almighty Vault Key. Or at least something of gem value. Ideally, Vault Key. Though anything that isn't useless is also good. Four gem keys. Nice. That's his best drop that isn't a Vault Key. I'll take it. 36 gems. Technically, the event keys have more overall gem value. However, I don't really need event keys, so I consider 4 gem keys better than 3 event keys. Even though 3 event keys theoretically have a higher gem value. Oh gosh. What can we do with this board? Okay, already got full mana. Actually didn't go as bad as I thought it would. Luckily. Luckily. Instant poison. Right into full mana. Oh, I should probably take it out just in case. Don't want him getting that much mana. I don't mind him taking some of the extra turn away, not the 5 times though. Ideally just the 4 times like he did. Taking it quicker than us, which is why I didn't go for it. Just can't give him something like a 5 times, it's too much mana. Especially when it's positioned in a way where it'll be more vertical, where he actually ends up landing something off the sky. Whereas the horizontal ones aren't as bad. Which here, because you can already see what's going to happen with it on the board itself. Let's see. What's your opinion on 4.7 epic tasks, rewards versus pricing? They're horrible because they have no gem value. And because they might end up making it mandatory for late game players. Either directly or indirectly. Okay, let's go him out. Thinking Beard. 2 tokens of Cedric. What else to expect other than Cedric? Cedrics and more Cedrics. Well, I got 1 Nysha this stream, so 6 to go. Getting there. I do feel like I'm starting to get sick, though. Might need to go make some hot tea or something. Maybe that's why I can't get sleep. And what's bad is lack of sleep probably makes it even worse. I always find that kind of ironic. That sometimes when you get sick, it makes it so you can't sleep as well. And then not sleeping as well makes you get even sicker. Also, hello, Optics, welcome. Okay, let's see. Move that over. Scorpius. 2,500 souls. Not much, but given that we need souls for, what's it called now? Meddling. I guess it's somewhat useful. Come on. So many misclicks. do that. That's kind of pointless. But since I started, might as well keep going with them. There we go. Already started the mana chain. Oh, I could have taken that. Oops. Mistakes were made. Can I explain how adding medals to troops work? What aspect of them? Like how much medals you should spend, or when you could do it, or just overall? Yeah, tea with honey is nice. Green tea with honey. Probably make it right after the stream. I'm gonna take a nap again. I'm like doing that as if I need an extra turn. There we go. Do the same thing as the other battle, get over things off extra turns. Because I covered a video on it not too long ago, about a week or so. Depending on what aspect, it might just be easier to bring you to that video. But depending on what specifically you need to know, I could just answer it on stream. You see, you can add one of each for a chance. Do all those add? Wait, I don't. Do all those add Gar added to the troop? It just adds extra bonuses. It doesn't add the effects of the tokens. It just simply adds the bonuses that are on that one bonus page. So for example, as soon as I get out of this battle, 1 second. So for example, go all the way out. Let's just say, let's just do Ancient Golem for example. So if we click on this icon right over here, if we get the first upgrade, we would get 1 attack and 2 HP on him. Then 1 attack, 2 HP, 1 magic. And then 2 attack, 2 armor, 2 HP, and 1 magic. And these stack. So after you got all 3 of these, you would have 4 attack, 2 armor, 6 HP, 2 magic. And that's applicable to how each one of them are. But yeah, you just get the bonuses that are underneath that thing. You don't get the things added onto them. So for example, here we have Amaru, and from this we ended up getting 2 attack, 4 magic, 2 HP, and 2 armor from getting the 3 medals on it, as you can tell from the elite levels things. But yeah, it doesn't add the effect of the tokens, it just simply gives you the EXP onto it. And as far as what rarity you use 1 of the rarity of the troop for its first level, 2 of the rarity of the troop for the second level, and then 1 of the rarity above for the third level. And that will give you 100% every time, and we'll use the minimal amount of resources. Okay, that mech gnome is luckily completely blocked on brown, to a point that I might just keep his front line alive just so we can keep poking it in the back. Because we obviously don't want that mech gnome escaping. Ooh, it gives some mana there. Oh no, he got full mana, that's bad. Good, he did not escape. He's planning on it though. Come on, free turn. Good. Do I have a follow-up though? I don't have enough follow-up that can kill. Come on, I don't have any follow-up that can kill. Give me something. Rip. Nice. Wow, we got lucky. Still took a little bit longer than normal. Whoa! Did we get lucky? Vault key. Good thing he didn't escape. We would have lost the vault key. I always joke that every single gnome that escapes has a vault key on it. But in that case, it actually would have been true. I believe we only need 5 more vault keys until we have 100 vault keys, 3 digits of vault keys. Oh, no problem, Optics, and thank you. It shouldn't be too bad. It feels like it's just like a small cold, like the start of a small cold. Nothing serious. Just from all the weather changing and everything. Like, even right now, the weather's starting to get a bit clearer. It just went from, like, ultra gloomy to, like, sun's out. Not completely, because it's still, like, overcast and kind of cloudy. But there's still, like, rays of light going over the place. Peeking through the clouds. Okay, can we get another Nysha? Nope, nothing good. Just a billion more Cedrics. End thy turn. There we go. Hello, cat mittens. Welcome. And yeah, I've been feeling okay. This is like slightly under the weather. Not much though. This feels like I started like a small cold or something. What do we grab here? I could take our free poison. Get our splody. Double kill. Right in the mountain. And hope that's enough mana. If it cascaded correctly, it would have been, but it did not. Anyway, Scorpius kill him. Come on, extra turn, where are you? I need you. What is your green Guild War team? My green Guild War team is, good question. I actually don't know what it is off the top of my head. I believe I use some kind of Yagway spam team. I forget exactly what way I built it though. There's several different ways to go about it. especially depending on what color day you're using it for. In the case of green, I don't know, what's the major mana generator that you use for non-green? Actually, forget now. I need to go double check. I feel like it's centered around Leprechaun. It's like something Yagwe, something Leprechaun. I'm gonna double check. Oh, never mind. I built into Skull Spam recently with Wild Queen. I forgot. I've been mostly just centering around Wild Queen Skull Spam. In this case, Doomed Glaive Apothecary Wild Queen is the core of the team, and Possessed King's just there for extra mana. I'll take that for now. Get herself another mountain. Yeah, Scorpius in there. Splody. Actually, we don't need to go for Splodies. And let's kill it out. Anything good? Nysha? Ah, double Cedric. I can just say Cedric every single time and we'll be like 80 to 90% correct. Or, you know, 80 to 90% of the time correct. Isn't Queen Moonclaw an option to put in Skull Spam team? Not really. Well, you can if you want to, if you don't have Wild Queen. However, assuming you have Wild Queen is exponentially better. Because it's way safer to use. Because you'll keep getting penalized if you keep doing summon tanks with them. And they keep dying. Whereas Wild Queen, you can just take away their attack value so you don't lose as much score. Also keeping your own damage output and score high. We scored over 9,600 with it. I think we scored 9,623 yesterday with it. Use metal loyalty. Yeah, any of the guardians are really cheap and good to metal. And apparently we're getting another 6 very soon. Possibly next patch, so... those will also be the same kind of premise, where they'd be good to metal. Oh good, we got a Glory Gnome. One question, which delve section you think is more easy to finish? Level 500? Hall of Guardians or Fangmoor? Probably Fangmoor. Hall of Guardians is a shorter path, but Fangmoor is easier. As far as the first and final battle. So Fangmoor is probably a bit more time consuming, but overall easier. Hello Zeddicus, welcome! But yeah, so far we're at one Vault Key, 1 Nysha, and oddly enough, 4 tokens of Anu. We actually got Yagwe level to level 2, or to silver, for its post-leveling. Does the mic actually pick up from here? I feel like it wouldn't, but it probably does. It just sounds like way quieter than normal. That's something I do need to get, though. One of those, like, mic arm things. So I could have it set up right over here. And then have it so it's... I could just move it from here or wherever it is. The problem is the mic is so beefy that you need, like, a really, really large one for it to work. Hello, Jack. Welcome. Hello, itty bitty unicorn. Welcome as well. Is my purple Guild War team good? It's okay. We've been trying a few different variants. I almost feel like trying Elmagrim again. It won't work though. Ever since Freeze on Frost Mages come around, it's become a lot less viable. That and after all the gem spawning nerf from like 2 years ago. Or a year ago, whenever it was. Year and a half. Hello, loading screen. Anything good from the chest? No. Well, I guess one Arachne is not bad. Comes to metal anyways. But yeah, here's our Guild War purple. Yeah, it's the same premise that I used for Green Day. Except centered around purple. Zugov obviously being a little bit too expensive for most people though. With that team competition. You just run it with 20% mana start and 16 life, I mean. 20% start with 16 life. Does it matter what class we use with this team? Yes, Titan is best. For 2 reasons. One is we start with Brownstorm. So Leprechaun has the capability of exploding right into Browns immediately. And the other reason is because we have Bury Every Brown. We also get a free explosion every extra turn. That's mostly for the Brownstorm. And the fact that we bury every Brown, which allows it to not die most of the time. While also accumulating a lot of extra Brown off the extra turn cascades of the Browns. Yeah, I've really been enjoying the Pokemon thing. We'll get back to it eventually. If I cover a video on it, maybe I'll cover a video on a loot opening. That was actually the first video I've ever did for Gems of War. And it was actually the video that made me want to go and start a channel about a year later. Do I still use the Gems of War spoiler website? Yes, I still use the website. We were just using it to look at the next hero class earlier. I'll take that for now. I'll take a Scorpio Star. Get the other mountain. The other Scorpius. Stay hydrated. Especially while sick. But I might have to cut the stream a little short. We'll definitely get back at it tonight. I don't know. I think we still might be able to reach it. We're just 6 niches away. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get all the way. I really want to try for another 3 though. This weekend. At minimum. We're so close. What do you think you're going to get from the boss chest? I hope all the Nishas. I really want to see a double Nysha. I'm not sure if anyone even has a screenshot of a double Nysha. It's probably happened by now, but it is very rare. And triple Nysha is going to be like near impossible rare. That would be like the greatest screenshot in like the last few years if someone gets a triple Nysha. What about tokens of Cedric? Also, I like how I just answered your question with your own question. Because I'm not sure what you're referring to by that. Yeah, Cedrics are ultra common. Ironically. Despite them being ultra rare, they're the most common. I think Isabel. I feel like I just need more rest. Oh no, I'm probably not going to take any cold medicine. Probably just going to make some hot tea after the stream and then just rest for a bit. I highly doubt it'll last more than a day or 2. I feel like it's mostly from lack of sleep. Because I wasn't able to sleep well on Thursday into Friday. And then taking a nap yesterday kind of threw off my schedule. As far as my sleep schedule, I mean. And then my body didn't want to sleep last night because of that. And then the lack of sleep with the constant temperature changing. That's what did it most likely. Oh gosh, I hate when I do that. Need to get better at not doing that. I think that's the 4th time this stream. Thank you, itty bitty unicorn. If only we get a really big laugh. It's very rare that we do like a really full laugh. Just because there's normally not anything extremely funny that happens during Gems of War. But there is occasionally. Another 2 Cedrics. Of course. Why would it be anything else? Is Token of Cedric good? For the most part, no. Ever since they nerfed it. It's just too low of a percent. It does have a nice benefit of that it occurs on the very first turn, which is something that a normal natural cleanse can't do. So you could get hit by a status effect and then immediately get it off of you. However, it's not really that good. They just nerfed the percent way too much compared to what it was. What's your hourly income in gems? Yours skyrocketed up to 1,072 over the last few weeks. Well, what do you mean by hourly income? Oh, do you mean like tribute? On average, I believe we get like 11 these days. I normally count it as 10 whenever I average it out. But I believe we're getting closer to like 11 average, or maybe even 12 average. Probably 11. But I always just count it as 10. It's a low ball it a bit. Because you don't always necessarily do as many tributes as you might guesstimate for a given thing. Because, for example, if we guess like 10 hours a day doing tribute for 10 gems each at 100, we might not necessarily do that many. How many gems do I have? About 25,000. Oh gosh, I did it again, 5th time. We have about 25,000 gems, a little bit less. We normally float around that area, up and down. How's there no extra turn on all this mess? There we go. Look at summers. Oh, what's my gold underneath my thing? Oh, I was wondering what that number was in that context. Okay, that makes more sense. It's 1,000 something. I'll let you see in a second. Our gold amount is 1,133. Why did I think that was blinking? The thing in the corner, not that. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to end after we finish out the cycle for now. Though we will be back, of course, tonight. Hopefully for about the same amount of time to make up for the fact that this one was a bit shorter. Hopefully I'll feel a bit better by then. It's just one of those kind of like mad days. It already got gloomy again outside. Keeps going from like gloomy to overcast and in between. What do I mean? Go ahead? I'm not sure. What exactly did I say in that context? Not a problem. Alright, good. We got extra turn. Hopefully he doesn't end up escaping. Oh wait, I thought that was extra. Oh yeah, never mind. It is. He makes a 5. I was like trying to move that as, but I knew that would be there. But the main reason I didn't think it was because there was no 4 there. But it formed into a 5 T-shaped thing. Okay, moment of truth. Last chest. What is in it? Can we get a Nysha? Thank you, Sass. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, sorry, guys. Hate when I have to do it like this, but, oh gosh, didn't even get anything good off it. Now I want to go do another one. But I think we should stop for now. Hello, Marifalog. Welcome. And goodbye. Because I think we're going to head out for now. So I'm going to go get some rest. We will be back later tonight, though, of course. Same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hopefully we'll go for as long, if not longer, than we just did. Because that was a pretty short stream this morning. But I do need to get some rest right now. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. How many hours till next stream? 8 hours. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we do every night. But yeah, thank you, Mobarashi, and everyone. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. But I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Best of luck with the gnome grind. Definitely get on it if you haven't already been doing so. You have another 1 day and 13 hours to go and grind things like PvP, arena, doing quest lines, explore, challenges. All have a increased rate of finding gnomes, as well as finding vault keys from those gnomes, which can give quite a bit of gem-related resources. You can also get Cedric if you don't already have it, and a bunch of other small little treasure troops, those Cedric being the only particularly useful one. But anyways, guys, best of luck with your endeavors this weekend, and I hope you all have good holidays coming up soon, and I'll catch you guys later today. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for stopping by.